Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons & Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nine's Tabadger Bard.
I'm Nicole Bates. I play Sorian Sewell, the Chappie-barling druid.
I have never...
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulset Ralpha for Bog Fighter. I don't have anything else to
You
add.
have such a simple identity.
I do.
So it must be nice.
You're so grounded.
And so tall, too.
Yeah.
I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress. And because I'm a trusty dungeon mistress, I would like to hand it over as a segue to Nicole.
If you're on a Segway, you should not be watching anything on a tablet. But if you're off of a Segway, you should check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DiceandDungeons. We have a variety of tiers you can get in our credits. You can see our improv sessions only when you're not driving a vehicle, including a Segway. And
What if they're not driving?
if you're riding a Segway as a passenger, I have other questions for you. But you can also see our DM notes there, so check it out at patreon.com/DiceandDungeons.
Well, thank you for that. Now I'm curious if there are two-person segues.
It doesn't look safe.
Like,
Those retrofitted ones, I'm sure.
I don't quickly see them. They're still being made.
I'm sure they
Interesting.
involve hugging.
Yeah, could be.
Do we have anyone to thank?
No. I'm bitter and angry
About the Segway situation?
about the segue situation. But we do have someone who has sponsored today's episode like they sponsor almost all our episodes, which is Geekified. Geekified, of course, is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa that takes online and in-store orders for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. They have, for a little while now, switched to a different sort of sales model for all of their online sales, which is something I had not really encountered until they did it. And then I found out there's a whole bunch of small businesses that do it this way. They host live sales in like a TikTok live stream style system where you bid on items, which works really, really well if you are a Magic the Gathering player and you're bidding on singles, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. They do sales of all of those things on these live sales. And they post all of the times when they're going live with these auctions on their Facebook page. You can find them at Geekified Vinton on Facebook, facebook.com/Geekified Vinton. Thank you, Geekified, for your ongoing support of the show. And remember, everybody, support your local gaming store. I think that concludes sponsors and promotions, yeah.
All I'm thinking about now is like a hardcore card game where you combine Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards, and Pokemon cards into a single deck.
I'm just thinking about getting a dual disc. The coolest fictional item ever made.
It's true.
It's true.
It has holograms.
Yeah, it does. And on that
I wasn't
Dungeoneers,
thinking about any of those things.
You really should.
I wasn't.
Can this become like a dual disc podcast and just talk about that all day?
I don't think that
Kaiba Corp would let
the
us.
I don't think the Yu-Gi-Oh people, whoever owns them,
Kaiba Corp.
is it Bandai Namco that owns them? I don't know who owns Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't think they have
Pegasus owns it.
You're so helpful.
Are they an autonomous collective not owned by anyone except their cards?
No, it's Industrial Illusions. Anyway, Dungeoneers.
Let's roll. on Dice and Dungeons. The furriest party member, Nines, has found himself, well, in a
Wait,
bit of
yeah,
a pickle.
what? Well, I technically have more fur than Artemore.
By sheer
volume.
quantity, you have more fur than Artemore.
Surface.
They're holding up Artemore at me and complaining. Nines has found himself in a bit of a pickle. Well,
I think I found myself in a
a
badger.
badger-shaped pickle, that is.
Isn't that all badgers? Are they kind of pickle-shaped?
Not really.
Can you... It's not their natural shape, but they can be formed into...
I'm never going to get through this opening. After the failed reclaiming of Nine's family loot from the voice, Nine suffered the effects of a profoundly powerful curse. Midnight Brunch then spent the entire day trying to find a way to remove this curse, but unfortunately, they have, at this point, not succeeded.
And so we all gave up.
We rejoin a sleeping Midnight Brunch as Nine dreams away. And to be a little more specific, when we left off, you were hearing a voice in your dream.
As I usually do. But usually it's my voice.
Nines.
What? I'm sleeping here! In this void!
You find yourself in a field of mostly flowers, but a couple of trees dot the landscape. Do you know where you are?
No, I have no idea where I am!
It's the field of dreams.
Sorry, I got out of my dream!
No. I'm just whispering in his ear while he sleeps. I do this regularly.
If you build it, they might come.
Sorry.
I'm
I think
glad
in
my
this case,
dream sequence
if
is...
you play it, they will listen.
Oh. My bad.
And now we've killed the joke. Very good. Do you know where you are?
No, I have no idea! This is a weird place! I thought I was sleeping in a bed!
Does it not look familiar? It does start to ring a very faded bell for you.
That's
Something from
Zoria
your-
again.
Something from your childhood.
Ooh, I had a great childhood.
You remember when you were
All
very
the flowers
young?
you could eat.
I do eat one of the flowers.
It happens to be a dandelion and it tastes quite nice. Just a little sweet.
Well, that's the honey I put on it. Always keep your honey for the dandelions.
When you were young, there was a brief period of time where you lived a fair ways north of Tabaxavoy. And it was a very rural place. Your family harvested their own wood to make instruments. And there were many large fields around where you grew up.
And now a lot less trees.
Yes,
Lorax.
when you were about 5, you moved to Tabaxavoy. This field is reminiscent of your childhood. You seem to recall something like this from when you were growing up. I thought these memories would stick with you a bit more firmly.
Well, I thought my body would also stick to me more firmly. Am I a badger in my dream?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, you're not.
Oh. Hey! I'm back to normal! I frolic through the fields.
It's nice to see that you're enjoying yourself.
Yes, this is great! I was a badger a moment ago!
You still are.
God damn it!
You are not a badger here. In this realm, you control what you see, what you experience. A save, of course, for my little intrusion.
Potato. Just with my finger, though.
Yeah.
Oh, what a magical power. Just potato fingers.
Yeah, you are having a very lucid dream right now.
Just
You're just, finger gunsing, just choo 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 choo, and potatoes are just coming off.
Potato guns.
Yeah.
Good.
buzz my fingers. How far do I shoot a potato?
As far as you want.
No.
It's your dream.
How big is a potato?
As big as you want.
Oh, wow, that's a huge potato.
Like this big.
It's at least a knuckle-sized potato.
A knuckle, like a single knuckle.
A single knuckle.
Just one.
Just one.
One knuckle.
Have you ever seen a potato that small?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not very impressive then. So,
Your imagination never ceases to entertain me.
really, I'm shooting potatoes. Very, very small potatoes.
There are few people in this world that have quite the way of thinking about it that you do.
Thank you for the compliment that I am taking as such.
I wish that you would share your passion and your curiosity
And my potatoes.
a bit more with the world than you do.
I can probably do that. What do I get in return?
You get your own freedom.
From the badger body?
Among other things. You've been holding yourself back.
Olsef does not believe my dream sequence. How so?
The next time the voice speaks, it is sitting next to you.
Ah! Is it just like a big glowy orb?
No, it's a very strong, feminine-looking person. Flowing,
I just stare at Olsef.
sort of a flowing, elegant robe. The incredibly muscular build. Long, golden hair. You sell yourself short.
Well, I'm at least 6 feet, right?
Not as a badger.
Because being a badger has kind of ruined my height thing. It moved my bone structure, too.
Your size has little to do with your potential.
I think the fingers thing is just really preventing me from doing my thing.
I can't deny that. You've spent so many years now obsessed with simply returning someone else's instrument.
And murder. Just one. Everyone gets one.
Your desire for vengeance has consumed a great deal of your own creativity.
As I think about my song list, the voice must
I
die.
hate the voice.
The voice is the terrible.
I have a dagger.
The voice
just-
is the terrible.
The voice is the terrible.
The
I'm
voice.
going to attack the voice.
Dear the voice, I have a dagger with your name on it.
This is my pre-recorded confession to killing the voice. If the voice is dead, come ask me. I might have done it.
If not, I will claim credit. That's the bonus track.
Yeah. That was just your first LP.
Yes. Some people say it was my best.
Some people say it's your only.
It was kind of one note type of album, so
You
you
only
know,
used one note for the whole album?
I'm very creative with that one note.
It's just hey.
Kind of like
It's the
your gong
closest to
solo.
hate. So
Oh,
Sorry.
there's other keys than A.
Yes, there are. You've become far too obsessed with returning what was taken from you. Let go of that part.
Well, can I still get it back?
With time, justice is always served.
I like the sound of that. It's a great song title. That's for me. It's not my title. It's not my genre. But if I meet someone, I might let them know about that.
Balance is restored. It's a dangerous game the voice is playing.
What kind of game is it?
Well, it's a game that many have tried and all have failed.
So that means he's definitely gonna fail. Without me even having to do anything.
Ah, That remains to be seen.
There's no easy way out with these things.
No, you just have to wake up to get out.
But the
Didn't work.
affliction that you find yourself in, you now are a badger.
Oh, just low to the ground. How easy is it to sit upright?
Oh, pretty easy. You can stand on your hind legs fairly easy.
I just slump. Just sad badger noise.
Your affliction is...
I don't know what a badger sounds like. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
it right
about like that. That's
Sort
good.
of
now.
Yeah. Your affliction is unfortunate for someone so creative. Badgers, well, they have not been catered to in the world of instrument making.
So how am I gonna play instrument? I sucked at the drum, but I played twice.
You might need some assistance with that.
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated. I have my hands out. Just
pause.
whatever a badger has. I just imagine it's a badger of human hands.
No.
On all four legs.
Yeah, all four legs, just hands. Still wears shoes.
Unfortunately, I cannot free you from this curse. The magic that has bound you is equal to my own.
Well, do you know who I can talk to break it?
There is no one you can speak to break it.
Anyone I can write to?
No.
What about text?
Unfortunately not.
Those are my only three options.
But you can break this.
How do I break it?
You have the power.
Oh, do I have to go on like some sort of self-realizing journey?
You're always quite to the point. You've denied your own creativity. You focused too much on bringing the downfall of someone who wronged you.
Olsef.
Let it go. Focus on yourself.
Do I have to symbolically let it go too? Or can I just do it in my mind?
Just in your mind.
I'm gonna write on a piece of paper too.
If that helps.
Stop obsessing over killing boys.
Do you want the paper to do anything?
I'll turn to potatoes.
Turn to some potatoes.
Like skinned potatoes at least, so it makes sense.
They skin themselves.
Do I feel better?
It's up to you.
I feel a little better.
All right.
Finally got rid of that piece of paper that's been bothering me.
It's hard to be creative without at least the ability to communicate. I have enough influence to give you that.
Oh, so I can talk to them? All my friends and whatnot?
To most people. They
Who
must.
are the exceptions?
There will be people along the way who cannot see what you really are. They
It's
are
just true now.
They are blind to the universe. My magic cannot force this curse away from you on its own, but I can give a little bit of influence to everyone willing to receive it.
Are you implying I have to start playing to people so they can understand me?
Perhaps. Your passion will guide you. Your creativity will show you the way. Show your own genius to the world. I've been following you and your family for many generations.
Who was the best one of us?
You are all of equal measure and talent.
Insight check.
I mean, you're talking to a dream character, so
You're saying that like I would not still distrust it every once in a while.
That's true. I mean, that's fair.
I got a dirty 20 on my insight check.
You don't sense any deceit.
Okay. We're all pretty equally great
In your family.
in my family.
Oh, but
And my family's a lot better than every other family.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. Well, you have so many people in your family. Like, we're a nice, condensed group of, like,
I have-
15 to 20 or something. It's,
I have 2 parents and 2 siblings.
Is this in the dream?
I
yeah,
don't,
I'm having an argument with Azori I just made up.
sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. In your dream, right?
Sure. yeah.
Okay.
Insight check.
The most the most productive use of your.
I got a 21.
Oh yeah, I'm a dream sorry.
Well, I don't need to listen to you then. You vanish into the ether.
If you're talking to a god, ask about the thing, the cult.
That was good evaporating.
Evaporating into the air.
Yeah.
Wow, 9's a subconscious, really.
Oh, I
Really wants to move the plot
I
along.
whisper that into his ears every night.
Tell
they
the goddess,
sleep.
ask the goddess about the call.
Yeah.
Hey, 9's, if you happen to be dreaming, remember, if you're talking to a god, ask them about the cult. Okay, good night.
And now
I mean,
I'm
we don't. I don't know if it's really a god. I could just be having a very weird hallucination.
And as a side note, since I am in Nine's room whispering that in his ear, I'm also removing the mirror from the frame in his room and then turning into him. So that when he wakes up, he thinks he's not a badger anymore when he looks in the mirror and sees me.
You are making a bold assumption that the first thing Nines does is look in a mirror.
Oh, I also position the mirror in front of the door.
It just looks like a
Just as a
second door
side
frame
note.
that shouldn't go there.
Soria's nighttime activities are screw around with 9's and
Typical.
How do you ever get a long rest?
A long rest doesn't constitute sleeping for a full 8 hours.
I feel like standing in place for like 2 hours isn't restful.
This is near the end of the night.
Okay.
where were we?
I think I was going to ask about the cult. You know about the cult? There's like 4 of them. It's ridiculous.
There
Just
are
make
many
one
cults in
good
the
cult.
world. To what are you referring?
Well, we got attacked by a cult. And also, I think the voice is part of a cult. Do you know if he's part of a cult?
I have lost sight of the voice for many years now.
Does that mean he's part of a cult?
He has drifted too far from my vision.
Wait, aren't you the performing god?
Yes.
Isn't he like the biggest performer, though?
He pays no homage to passion and creativity.
So
Artistry?
he's a talentless hack, is what you're telling me.
No. Far from talentless. Far
But he
from
is a hack. Oh.
He just performs without passion, without love or beauty.
But he
without
sings so much about
creativity,
love.
Art.
Oh, not that kind of love. Oh, no.
I see little of what he does. It's hard for me to pay attention to him.
Because the tickets sell out.
Yeah. And then the resellers. Oh, my God.
Don't even get me started on trying to buy him in the first place. The servers are always going down.
Oh, and if you have to fight with the ticket master, then it's really bad.
He's so big. I can't believe all venues go through that one guy.
How does he do it?
I just, not well.
You'll have a bit more freedom. But this curse is from another divine power. I cannot remove it myself.
What if he had like a friend?
That's not how our powers work.
So complicated.
You can remove the curse. Simply follow your passion, your creativity, your drive. Let it guide you.
Well, how am I going to be creative with these hands? Pause. Claws? Claws.
When you'll wake, you'll find something to help you along the way.
Great, they'll wake up right now! Ow.
All right, you wake up.
Oh crap, I should have asked him more questions!
You have awoken yourself from your dream.
Oh. I do an investigation check for my...
Bye!
I investigate the darkness.
I have like the mirror half out so it falls over when I run away.
Did it break?
Oh yeah.
They can't enchant a mirror. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, who's ever heard of an enchanted mirror?
Well, I heard I'm
fairy
getting a
tales.
divine present, so I look around for a divine present. Like it's Christmas.
Okay, there's a tree over in the corner. It's brightly lit.
It's on fire, I think.
It's got a star on top.
Oh, I go there. It's like my childhood. I go there all low to the ground because it's takes the least amount of energy.
Well, you are a badger.
Can you just imagine just a badger standing on his hind legs just walking over just like, oh.
That'd be hard.
Well, now you see it.
You find nothing over there. It's a tree with lights on it. It's really weird.
Was it there like when I went to bed?
You don't remember it, but maybe you were really tired and a badger.
Gloria, did you put a tree in my room?
Yes!
Why?
It was part of a prank. I didn't finish it. Go to sleep. It's like 2 a.m.
Is it?
It's around like 6 in the morning.
Oh.
But I tell him it's 2 a.m.
I mean, you're probably tired too. Well, you don't know how long you've been standing in the corner of my room in the middle of the night.
I have a little thing that tells me the time.
That doesn't mean you can read it. Children have watches too.
Ulseth calls out, "You who are making all of that noise at 2 a.m.
Yeah? Shh! No!
No one was making noise at 2 in the morning. It's 6 in the morning.
Well, Seth, it's 6 in the morning. Why are you
said-
talking?
Helen, go back to bed.
I'm trying to, but Ulseth woke me. Why are you guys talking so much?
I was talking to a god. I'm trying to find my present.
Okay, be quiet about it.
Who's dreaming about hamburgers? The precog sent a bunch of hamburgers up right now.
Oh, I thought I smelled that. Yes, there you go.
No, we found Volodymyr.
Was he on the couch or something?
Yeah, he was on the couch.
He can get a room.
Yeah, but then he wouldn't be crashing at your place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
putting hamburgers on my bill.
So could we
Oh,
understand?
thank you for hamburgers. You are so good to me, Zoria.
You're welcome.
Could we
Those
understand?
are 5 gold apiece.
He does not care.
Put it on 9 stuff.
Okay. I will.
I think the spell's still active.
Speaking of nines, when nines was shouting and waking me up, could I understand him?
Yeah, you could.
How long was the spell cast on me for the speak with everyone?
It was a 24-hour spell, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Is it still active?
You're not sure?
Well, it is 6 o'clock in the morning. My brain's not there. Anyway, I still look for my divine present.
Okay.
I never get divine presents.
You who are nines,
You-
Badger, please be
Where
quiet
do
in
you
your
look?
searching. I pull a pillow over my head.
You want to open this box I found in Nine's room?
Well, I check under the bed. That's where I keep most of my important things.
Half-eaten
Sometimes.
food.
Yeah.
What is
Potato.
important?
That's a great question. What is important to anyone's life?
I mean,
Your
you
shoes?
said that's where you keep your important things. So what are your important things?
Your pink shoes?
Shoes, obviously.
Okay, well,
'cause
your shoes are there.
my shoes are there.
Any food that you haven't finished?
Yes, like what? Any food that's still good that I haven't finished. And it's organized from like
Date.
freshest to least fresh.
Left to right.
Yeah, left to right. And hopefully Zorian hasn't been messing with that. That'd be very bad. The knife that made said food. Because it'd be ridiculous to sleep with it.
Your dust bunny collection.
Well, it's not mine. It's everybody's.
Yeah.
And my hat.
Okay, it's all there.
I look under the hat.
There's the floor.
I start knocking on the floor.
Okay.
Do
You
I
knock
find
on
a-
the floor.
Do I find a hidden spot?
No.
What about underneath the rug?
There's a little knock at the door.
I go to the door.
I open it since I was in the living room.
Is it my door or the living room door?
Your door.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I go to my door.
Were you looking for something? It's one of the palace employees.
Look left, look right. Yeah, I was trying to find something.
Was it food related?
I don't think it was this time.
Okay, great. Can I help you find anything? We heard knocking, and when we hear that, it typically only means two things. The first is we definitely shouldn't intrude. And the second is you're looking through the palace floors to try to find some sort of mythical hidden gold or treasure lost in the palace. We just thought we'd let you know that that's not a thing.
But some guy told me at that haunted house there was a hidden place.
That's not really a thing. The,
Trying to throw us off the scent.
the floors, they're actually shockingly thin because the palace is old, so you're just kind of waking people up beneath you.
Is there anyone important below me?
Just the staff.
Did you hear that? There's gold under the floors.
No, I like the staff. They bring me food. I'll stop knocking. I'll stop knocking!
Oh, we appreciate it, sir.
But is there a hidden place around here?
In the sense that the palace has areas that are off limits to people that are not members of the royal family, and indeed locked off to anyone who is not the Empress herself. Yes, there are.
Wait, does the Empress have like a cool spot that only she can go to?
Yes, she does.
Can I go?
Are you the Empress?
I know someone who can look like the Empress.
Is it the Empress?
It's basically the same thing.
Only the Empress can go.
Well, is there any place I can go?
Oh,
That's
you can go-
cool.
well, you can
And
go many
restricted?
places. Restricted? No.
Isn't there like a nines only place in the castle?
Do you want there to be?
Yes.
Well, I'll talk about that with the architect. See if we can't make something like that happen.
Oh, great. Well, I'm going to continue to tear this room apart until I find my divine present I got from a god.
Oh, well, good luck with that. But you don't have to knock on anything, because there's no secret compartments.
There's definitely secret.
I look for a wink.
There's no wink.
I keep
Insight
looking.
check.
I get uncomfortably close.
They get uncomfortably closer.
Kiss. Kiss.
Hmm.
Kiss.
We're not friends like that.
No.
We're
Yeah,
barely
we're not
friends at all.
friends like that.
I back away. You keep your secrets. And I close my door.
These are good burgers.
Oh, I'm so glad. Does Mr. Philodomir require anything else from the kitchen right now?
Well, I don't know. He's right there.
You're the ones with precognition.
Volodymyr, if you're talking to a god, mention the cult.
Oh, God, is there cult in there? Yes.
We missed our chance that one time. So.
Yes, of course. I shall tell them the cult is full of...
Hamburgers.
Why do you bring out such a delicious turkey leg? Oh, the cult has turkey legs. Very good.
The precogs are sending turkey legs.
Do you need me to waylay that order of turkey legs?
Yes.
His thoughts on food are very powerful.
Yes. Can you just shut down the precog program? It's weird.
Unfortunately for you, no. No, it's incredibly useful for us.
Why?
Oh, because then it stops us from having to interact with guests and take their order and being asked, what's your favorite on the menu?
What's your favorite item on the menu?
You have a wonderful evening.
It's morning.
Can I get back to my Nines adventure, please?
Yeah, go back to sleep.
No, I'm not going back to sleep.
Oh,
I
okay. I go back to sleep.
have to check the wardrobe, see if there's a present or some sort of magical
Portal.
world inside of it. Is there either?
Oh, what do you keep in the wardrobe?
I keep nothing in the wardrobe.
suit.
I have one change of clothes.
Well, then there's...
What about your old suit?
Then the only thing that you find
It's
in
probably
there...
in the bag.
No, I have. Yeah, I have it.
It's an A bag.
The only thing you find in there is a lamppost.
That's useless. I knock it over.
It falls on the phone.
But it didn't knock.
It
So
falls
it's not
on the phone. Help me. Please.
No, I closed the wardrobe.
All right.
I check my bag.
Okay. What do you keep in your bag?
A lot of crap.
Literally everything else. So I'm looking. I'm thinking about something I did not put in there. I feel like Nines has the ability to do that.
I was like, I didn't put this in here. Let's see what's going on. No, I'm not
You
finding
get a
anything I
little
didn't.
bag. You get a little moldy bag that says, "I packed you lunch." Love Sora.
Put it right back in there.
Is this your
The bag that bombed.
choosy bag?
Yes, it is.
All right. What do you keep in your choosy bag?
No, what is in there? Let's take
Just
a
about
look.
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
We got changeling soap in there. We got a cave sign. I forgot what's on said sign. It says there's nothing here. My cave fork is in there. Dagger. 2 great swords, couple daggers. Fervent's book 1 through 10. Pounds of stolen tea. 1 mushroom.
Did you put that flugelhorn in there?
Not yet, because also it's not in the system yet.
Oh, right.
There's a red dump truck in there, like a kid's one. There's red tassels that was on the red dump truck. There's rope.
Also,
It's
it wakes up
important in case we ever run out. Yeah.
And there's a brick. So I check for all those things.
They're all there.
Is there anything else in there?
No.
Check underneath my pillow.
What do you keep under your pillow?
Nothing. Why would I
But then
check?
there's nothing. underneath your
hairballs.
pillow.
Maybe like the teeth of the enemies we defeated. That might be a different campaign.
Maybe.
What else is in this room? There's a broken mirror. There's now a broken wardrobe. There's a tree there for some reason.
Did they replace the harp we stole? The
Yeah.
full-size harp?
Yes, they did.
Oh, well, I put that in the bag.
The bag cannot fit that hard.
We'll have to like pop up the tent and then we'll have to push that in there and put it with the other harp.
So we can have dueling harps.
Yeah, we have dueling harps. So we have a plan. Can you roll some sort of investigation check in here? Or you just want me to keep guessing?
What might a god of art, beauty, love, passion, performance, music, creativity give a bard?
A stage?
Look for
Yes, a stage.
calligraphy set.
Why not? This place has everything.
Look
There's
for
a portable stage. You just sort of add water, and then when you're done, you just take a hair dryer, put it on it, and it just come.
Where do I get a hair dryer?
Well, that's your problem.
I'm gonna make it everyone's
Are
problem.
you saying he can cast Mordenkainen's stupid stage?
Ulseth wakes up because of all the noise. And go, looks very disgruntled. That's not very hard
Aren't
to
you
do.
used to getting up early? You're looking at me in disbelief.
What?
Midnight brunch, getting up early.
Staying up late. So you who are Badger Nines,
What?
why are you making so much thumping noise?
I talked to a god and they gave me a gift. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, is it that dehydrated stage over there?
What's going on?
I'm trying to find my present.
Did you look at your instruments?
Do you want us to help?
I check my instruments.
What instruments do you
All right.
have?
You find all your instruments save for one.
I'm missing one.
Yes, you are missing one. Do you want to guess which one?
Well, I have my ocarina.
Mm-hmm.
I look for that.
It's there.
I guess look for my drums.
They're there.
I
Zither?
look for my zither.
That's there.
Concertina.
Concertina.
That's there.
Finger harp from the
That's there.
Changelings.
Slide whistle.
Slide whistle.
Oh, that's there.
Here, I stole
A
this
gong?
loop from the voice for you. It's that green loop.
Oh.
I stole it when we ran away.
I put it with my other instruments.
The gong is there.
The
Crab
gong's
gong
okay.
is there.
That
Is
green
the
loop
slide
was
whistle
supposed
still
to be
there?
right.
The slide whistle's there.
Okay. Are you sure it's still there?
It's still there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work
okay,
with
still work.
Does it work with badger lips?
It does not work with badger lips.
How do I fail at this?
Like that.
That was
I
good
mean,
failure.
try taking it. This would be the closest I think you can actually come to failing at it badgerly. Instead of putting your mouth on the I'm sure formation correctly, turn it sideways and then blow into it. Yeah,
That was pretty good.
I think that's as close as you can get.
No, there. What?
Because I put the other loot. I look for the loot I came with.
You have that.
The one we bought in Nordfeld.
Yes.
Yep, you have your very nice loot.
Which is better, the green one or the blue one?
The blue one's actually an extremely nice loot.
Yeah,
we got a nice set of,
I paid like 20 gold for that.
which is a lot of money for some people, and not a lot for
The voice.
the voice. So.
Well, your Nizophone's not here.
Yes, iPhones is
Is that the
things.
Yeah.
The coconuts, those count. They just stick with the rest of it.
yeah,
The coconuts are there.
the flugelhorn?
The flugelhorn.
That's not there.
The flugelhorn's not there.
The flugelhorn is not there.
Is there something that's not a flugelhorn there?
Yes.
What's there?
A saxophone.
A saxophone.
A saxophone.
So
With a special mouthpiece.
oh. Now you know a saxophone is a reed instrument, right?
Yeah.
And you know I have never played a reed instrument, right? So when I
That's not true. Because you and I had high school band together, and I know for a fact that you have played a reed instrument one time because there was a day towards the end of our senior year where we had performed our last concert and had nothing to do, so we all swapped instruments in the grossest thing that I can possibly think of.
this was pre-COVID.
But to be fair, to us, we all did take turns and go and like wash with soap the mouthpieces that we could, and the ones that were reed based got a new reed. So it wasn't as disgusting as it could be, but still kind of gross. And I know that you picked up a clarinet, specifically a bass clarinet. And you played a bass clarinet. Poorly, but you did.
Well, reed instruments are weird.
Yes,
I
they are.
like brass instruments. I like string instruments. Because now I'm going to have to get a saxophone, and it's going to annoy the hell out of all of you. And by I need to get a saxophone,
Oh no. Oh no. Oh God.
What is this?
Oh my.
You did not tell us that this was
No,
happening.
I did not tell you I bought a
A
saxophone.
little collapsible
A
sax-
collapsible
A
saxophone.
travel
A
sax.
collapsophone.
This was not shared with us at
Why
all.
would I share that with you?
Wonderful.
This is the first.
Badger-sized travel sax.
This is the first time that you've ever bought an instrument and not told us that you bought an instrument. And you've bought a lot of instruments.
Yes,
over
I
the
did.
years.
And we've ruined a lot of them.
With stickers.
So you who are Badger 9s,
Yes.
is that a gift from the goddess?
What kind
Yes.
Were you stalking his dreams too?
No, you've been talking about it.
Yeah,
Very loudly.
this is kind of. I've never
Over
seen
and
any
over
instrument
again.
like this. Let me show it to the viewers on my camera. This is. Where did you get this?
I found it online. Apparently, it's a. My options were I could just buy a giant one,
A toy one.
a toy one that will break in
2 seconds.
2 seconds, or a solid plastic one.
So is this kind of like the equivalent, the saxophone equivalent of our plastic recorders from like 5th and 6th grade?
A little bit better than that, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Well,
Still the same principle.
Well, let's hear that brassy plastic.
I've never heard him do this.
that's really not bad.
It's not as bad as I was expecting.
I'm
That was pretty good.
flabbergasted. I'm absolutely floored.
It's a Badger
Like-
travel sax.
We've
It
spent
sounds pretty
a
decent.
lot of time listening to saxophones in our lives because we did band for almost 10 years.
That's right, and you listened to
We were
music
in-
in the 90s, so how could you
We
avoid
were in
it?
band through all of our schooling. And we listened to a lot of saxophones, a lot of bad saxophones. And I'm really stunned. Like, that's clearly not like a great like alto sax sound, but wow. That does not sound anywhere like I thought it would.
Right? You're kind of like. Yeah. Now, 2 weeks ago, that did sound like crap.
He did not tell us that,
Have you been secretly practicing a lot?
that he
little
bought
bit.
that.
It has training wheels to get you like used to it.
I'm just floored right now. What? It's pretty.
No,
rare.
you are still sitting.
It's pretty rare when one of the players gets to just level me with an action they took, and this is okay. For that, you gain obviously a DM inspiration, but I want you to roll your D100.
I have to use my fancy dice for this.
Because excellent role playing should always be rewarded.
I got a 39.
You got a 39.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down. And something will happen with that result.
Excellent.
I won't tell you what, but I have a very good idea that this prompted in my head. So, excellent job. Well done. And you'll have another interesting turn of events, a beneficial turn of events, a little later, a few sessions from now. You'll have that happen. I'm stunned that you did that and that it actually sounds all right.
Yeah, no, I found when I first got this, I was looking at the fingering chart, and they do this dumb thing where the fourth one lifts this hole, but they say on there, on the fingering chart, if that's open, that's bad. And you only use that for one note. So I was just playing it wrong for like an hour. Because like it's open. I understand that. I'm holding it down, it opens. Unlike all the other ones, if you hold it down, you're holding it down.
Yeah.
So, but yes.
Yeah. You get the D&D golf clap of approval.
What?
Yay!
Thanks, Arden.
Yay!
Tray of clams comes in.
Clams to celebrate.
Oh, there's just been clams chilling. So every couple hours when they get a little too warm, Ardamore has a new one brought in. Ardamore's really been loving the pre-con.
Ardamore, you're abusing the
I
pre-con.
like it here because the food is always fresh before I even ask for it.
All right. Your flugelhorn, when you hold it, becomes that saxophone.
Yeah.
Your badger is completely capable of playing that saxophone. It has a special mouthpiece that works with badger mouths. How that mouthpiece works, I don't know.
It's magic.
Like, it's magic. It just works. That's what it is. And all the fingerings for it, all the valves, are close enough together where little badger paws can work on.
The nice thing is that actually is like a badger size.
It kind of is a badger size, you know? So you
About
have
18
you now
inches?
have a magical saxophone that allows you to use all your normal bard things.
Oh, your bard,
My bard thing.
your bard stuff.
Yeah, all of your
things
bardic
and
abilities that
whatevers.
require, musicality, which a lot of yours especially do, can be used with that saxophone. And most people should be able to understand you now.
They don't want to because I'm a sax playing badger, but
When you say it like that, it's
Sounds actually
pretty cool.
cool.
Yeah.
wow, nines is cool for the first time
Just
in a
No,
sounds
sax.
cool.
Sax playing badger sounds
and
cool.
sounds come from musical instruments, which I have, making me cool.
It falls apart when the U part comes in.
I thought the sax playing badger was cool.
That
Is that the name of the band? Just
Is
sax
that-
playing badger?
Does the
Yeah.
sax play the badger?
We could see how that would work. Like the badger's wearing a sax costume while playing the sax.
Yeah.
What?
the
You made a badger playing saxophone into your campaign. Like you can't. It doesn't get much weirder than that.
Hey, don't blame me. I found
All
a
right.
model of it.
Well, guys, I have been up all night setting up pranks. I'm off to bed.
I do have. If you watched our painting stream quite a few months ago, at this point, you would have seen this painted. But we do have a mini. I wasn't joking. There is a mini. It's very.
Do you want me to hold it?
It's
You want me to hold it in front of the camera?
very, very mini.
Hand me to compare one of the other miniature figures.
There's also.
Yeah. It's quite small, even by comparison to the other minis. Here, why don't you hold it up against the camera so they can get a good look at it. And I'll post it online on social medias.
There's Olsef.
If you put your
This is
hand,
always a great.
you need to get into.
Yeah, that's it. We're nailing it.
It's definitely working.
Put your hand
It's working.
behind there.
There
oh,
we go.
there.
Yeah.
It's a badger playing a saxophone. Oh, with a hat. Nice
Of course.
You
You
painted
painted
it.
it.
hat. I had to say something nice.
So there you are with your saxophone, your badger.
The hat's pink. Does that mean his shoes turn into a hat when he's?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. A little badger hat. That's his. That goes there.
It goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this model, we can just throw that away.
There has
That nines is dead.
stepping. We've been a little bit out of role play here for a bit
Because of the.
Because of the badger.
Because of the badger and the saxophone, which was amazing. And I want to take a minute to just remind people that Nines didn't really know what I was gonna do, other than be cursed. I did tell him vaguely it might have something to do with the badger and the saxophone, but he didn't know when, he didn't know how, but he did know, and I did ask if he was okay with it. And he was. And that's always the right thing to do before you do something with someone's character that profoundly changes their character, is make sure that they're okay with you doing something like that. You didn't know the details, you didn't know how, what, where, when, why, but I did check with you.
Of course, Zoria could have picked up the loot first.
Yeah, that actually was a possibility, which would have really thrown like all my narrative off.
I was heavily considering just grabbing it when I was recounting as a bat.
And I know it's a little
Then you'd
early.
be a badger.
I feel it's a little early, but the right time to take a break.
Oh yeah, especially
So
after
on
the badger
That
pun.
note, everyone,
What note was that? Can you play it?
we will be back in a few minutes. See you soon. everyone. We have returned from our break, and when we left off, Nines, and indeed David Wong himself, had actually amazed us by producing a for-real learner, I'll call it, saxophone. And
Sounds better than children's saxophone.
well, it's not a children's saxophone.
It's a badger
It's a learner saxophone. So that his badger, who as a badger can play magical saxophone, he can actually play a saxophone.
I think any saxophone played by a badger is a magical saxophone.
I mean, I think that is true. And when we rejoined the group, they're all, kind of waking up. You had sort of a disrupted sleep since everyone woke up.
Oh, the saxophone woke us up.
I mean, we're already awake, I think.
Yeah, we were.
And I
It
did
depends
say
on how
You were going back
firmly-
to bed
I did
because
say I went back to bed.
you spent all night
That's right, I did.
setting up pranks.
So
You'll find
around,
him.
sometime around noon that day.
So we all go back. I find a magical instrument given to us by a god, and we just go right back to sleep.
Let's not give it to
Well,
us.
you don't, probably. I imagine you're like, I'm so cool, I have a magical god instrument. Toot-a-toot-a-toot.
Tooty toot. That's why I say when I'm not actively playing it. Tooty toot.
Exactly.
Because I'm not making a badger voice.
You're not going to make a badger voice?
No, it's the same voice. It's magic.
So now when we...
I mean, technically it is magic,
Well, it
so
is,
it's
it
just
is
going
magic.
to be the voice of Nines, because that's
It
easier
is.
for me.
It is. Truly, it's magic that we can understand you. And
I didn't say you could understand me.
Oh,
I
well,
just said
any
it
more
sounds
than-
like Nines.
any more than before.
So did you have to surrender your soul or something for that
If
instrument?
anything, I just strengthened my soul. I said I need to do stuff other than think about killing the voice.
What else is there?
Literally all you think about.
Yeah, they told me I should try other things.
Like what?
Like-
Like actually playing my instruments for people.
Like,
Oh.
as like a form of entertainment?
Yeah, like make my own songs, like meet the people and make my own fan base.
Rather
And
than
it's a great idea. You could, like, play boats.
birthday parties?
Birthday parties.
Birthday parties on boats?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I bet they have those.
That's like
They probably do.
3 whole venues.
Yeah, that'll keep me busy for days.
Also, when's your birthday?
Oh,
That's
is
a
a good
great
question.
When is Ulseth's birthday?
What's the?
you have to use
do
a
we have
Gregorian
made up
calendar?
fantasy names for the months and days? Like,
No, there's the same months, just in a different
are we?
order.
Is it like March spelled backwards? So it's like.
Can you actually? Can we have Smarch?
Smart. The real answer here is, undoubtedly, in this world, there are, different months. There's probably like a different flow of the week, all sorts of things. When we're recording this, we're still deep in the thick of people falling in love, ever more so with Baldur's Gate. And if you know anything about Faerun, they have decades and decades of lore behind it. They have all that stuff. I have a couple years of just me. So we don't, in fact, at this point have
A special
smart.
fantasy calendar.
We don't have special fantasy calendars in our world. I'm sure that will come later, and this will all be rectified.
Your birthday is on the 8th
It
of
is.
Dragon's Day.
I do not know that calendar.
I like
The,
that.
the
me,
8th
it
of
was-
Dragon Day.
It was on a-
Just
it was-
the one day.
It was on a
It's like
day
leap year.
during one phase of the moon after
Oh, do
the,
furbolgs not have
the
calendars?
top of the sun rising in the summer.
So furbolgs don't have calendars.
Would do changes even
Well,
have the same calendar as
His
everyone
tribe
else?
didn't.
Yeah, probably. No, we have a
the only-
better calendar.
The tribe didn't have that kind of calendar, and I guess Lanferan didn't care.
So summer.
It was the warm time when the sun was at its most peak.
Midsummer.
Yes,
You were born on midsummer?
it was the day after the moon disappeared. After that,
That's morning.
No, the moon. Does the moon get bigger? I mean, are there phases of the moon on this world?
There are
too?
definitely phases of the moon.
How many moons are there?
In this world, I think I've said this before that there's 2 moons.
The
I
big
think I've said
moon.
that before.
The big moon, where it gets big and round and then gets smaller and smaller and disappears.
Morning.
No, and then it gets big again.
Night.
Don't ask me again.
Say you were...
If there's 2 moons, is there a chance of a double eclipse?
I was born on the day of the dark moon after the sun hit its peak during the warm time.
You were born.
Because the alignment has to be.
So you were born on the new.
Together.
You were born on the. What's the name of the large moon?
Hey, I don't actually have names for the moons. That's part of the.
Is it a regional
okay.
dialect for the moon?
Prepare for us to discuss calendars.
No,
Well,
I
who
didn't.
asked me when my birthday was? Alseth's birthday.
Yeah.
And
Who started that?
Well-
you gave us the answer.
Yeah.
You did.
The new moon after midsummer.
Is that what it is called when the moon goes dark before it gets light again?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll just call it the new moon for. We don't need to have a new interpretation of that. We'll call that the new moon. The first new moon after midsummer. is
After
your
the
birthday.
summer solstice.
Are you gonna write that
Yeah.
down?
What time of year is it that we're actually in?
Is it his birthday tomorrow?
I believe that we've been over this in the past, and I feel like it's,
Will I get presents?
it's spring we established.
No, I get presents.
Oh.
Nines, when's your birthday?
I can't remember.
It's not going to be one of those things like what hobbits who on their birthday give gifts to everybody else.
What? No, what is a hobbit? What are you talking about? Also,
There's so many layers of copyright.
what are we playing? D&D first edition?
Gross.
Are we?
No.
Oh,
We're definitely not.
have we gone off the
They
track?
had to reprint the first edition because of that specific copyright
Did they
issue.
really have
Yes.
very same issue?
They called them that
Oh,
copyrighted name
halfling.
instead of halfling.
I mean, we can
say
we're
hobbit.
using it in a discussion about the topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is not.
It's a
copyright
generic
infringement.
form. It's like
Okay,
saying
that way.
Kleenex, right?
They called them hobbits,
or
and they had
Saran wrap.
to reprint the books because of copyright.
Well,
Are you
there's
saying
some lore
hobbits are
for
the
you.
Kleenex of people?
There's some lore. Yes, exactly that. According to
They're the
according to
Kleenex of
Zoria's-
halflings. Nines, when's
Anyway,
your
it's-
birthday?
What do you? No.
What? I'm learning about our
Calendar.
party. No, our party. So Ulseth is the new moon after
The summers,
midsummer.
yeah. Which will be different every year.
So
It's close enough.
I mean, there have been plenty of lunar calendars throughout the year.
yeah,
Or-
throughout the year.
Throughout the year.
Several.
There's like 6 lunar calendars this year.
There's been tons of lunar calendars throughout human history, and
Yeah.
I mean, the nature of a lunar calendar is that it sort of shifts throughout, like when things will happen during.
That's why Easter is
solar
always
calendar.
different.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone's ever wondered why Easter lands on a different date each year, it's because it's
Moon-based.
a lunar-based holiday.
Mm-hmm.
The most Christian of celebrations.
It's a lunar
holidays.
holiday. Yes.
Nines, when's your birthday?
I'm trying to think if it's funnier to just have a completely arbitrary Tabac Savoy date,
Yes.
or just have it be Ulseth's birthday too.
Volodymyr, what day were you born?
I was born on the best day.
Which day was that?
The good one.
Yes, it was a great day. We were born that day.
Yes, it is, the best day of the year.
I am now confused.
Was
Was it
even
a
put
good?
on calendar best day of year.
Was it a good day, a great day, or the best day?
All of them.
It was pretty good day.
Ah.
It was pretty good day.
Pretty good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have hamburger to celebrate.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing they just brought a new cart of them. Here you go, brother. I put it on your tab.
I can't
Oh, there is no.
Yeah, I started one.
Whatever. I eat my hamburger off my weird badger claws.
They brought you special little badger burgers that have worms.
You heard
It's so
Zoria.
nice of them.
Are these
I
burgers
don't-
any
where-
good?
Not the worm ones.
Those are my warm ones. You don't get to eat them. I hoard them.
I'll try one. It's not bad.
Or try a non-worm hamburger.
They're excellent hamburgers.
Are they?
What about
Yeah.
the worm one?
How many non-worm
bad.
Are there like 6? How big are they? Like
6
Yeah.
pounds.
8 ounces?
Are they
like
Not that we know what
sliders?
They
ounces
have a
are.
variety. They brought a whole selection.
It's a burger buffet.
They got like big, huge, like 1 pound burgers, all the way down to little like I don't know how many ounces there are in sliders, but I think
Not,
they're like
not
is
much.
this like a
not much. No.
Is this like a burger flight?
Yeah, you got a burger flight.
I try 4 burgers from the non-worm burger flight.
See, they knew that Ulseth would want a variety
I take-
because they're the precog kitchen.
I take the tray that has the burger care of the Arcturo experience and lift up the lid to smell the fresh cut grass smell that was trapped underneath, reminiscent of what the cow would have eaten if it was a burger.
When you open it, does it make the sound the cow makes?
Yeah, there's a
That-
mooing sound and grass smell, and that's it.
And the slow undulate tones of the cow chewing cud.
Ungulate.
Yes.
Delicious. I throw
That
the
was
plate.
quite an experience.
Exactly.
You throw the plate out the window.
Well, that's why it's called the Arcturo experience. Because it is an experience.
It was bad.
But it was an experience. So we're just gonna eat hamburgers the rest of the.
Well, we need to find you a birthday on a boat, don't we?
I mean, we don't need to jump into that.
Oh, okay.
But I guess we could.
Do you need me to start booking you? Ooh, I can take out like a classified.
Hey,
That's that section.
I'm
Well,
I can
just-
take out an ad.
I'm the
for-
manager. I'm Nine's manager.
Can I help?
Yeah, you're my sub manager.
Excellent.
You do all the work.
And
This
I am
makes
supposed
too
to-
much sense.
Where we obviously got print newspaper because this is a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Yes,
so-
obviously.
Remember there was the
Every
egg
fantasy
review.
world I've ever played in has print newspaper because we can't help but shove modern conveniences into our.
This is not a modern convenience anymore.
We will
though.
take out an ad in Dromar's egg review.
Yeah, are they still being printed?
It's more popular than ever.
It was popular ever.
Well, it's more popular
More popular than ever.
3 times more popular.
3
zero
people
is
are
still
reading.
0.
I mean,
It might be up
the
to.
subscriber rates have exploded.
Was it like all the cult members subscribed?
They don't like
They don't
egg.
eat.
They don't eat. You know that.
They just
Doesn't
like
have to do with whether
discussing the
they eat or
merits of
not.
egg.
It's just whether they like to read it.
They didn't like to read it.
No.
No, they did not like to read that. Most of Nordfeld is now subscribed to
The egg review.
the Egg Review, which still carries Dromar's name, although he's no longer involved in it.
So someone's just using the pen name of Dromar.
No, they reached
He
an
licensed
agreement.
his name as a trademark or something.
He's a silent partner in the business.
Well, is it as presented by Dromar?
No, it's Dromar's Egg Review, and the reviewers are all, independent reviewers that
How
submit.
many are there? How big is this empire?
There's at least 6.
Eggspire.
There's at least 6 reviewers. Yeah.
How many eggs are there?
There's a lot of different
Weird
Weird-
animals in D&D.
There's a lot of eggs and a lot of egg gathering people.
We're learning a lot of things
well,
we really
we'll
didn't need to know.
You've
All right,
accomplished
this is all
very
becoming-
little this session, but we've learned a lot.
I got a
lot.
saxophone.
Huge.
A divine
I
saxophone.
know when your birthdays
Huge
are.
amount of canon has been explained.
I've
Yes.
learned about your backstories more.
When was your birthday?
What?
Yeah.
When I was born.
Yeah, what
When
day
was
was
that?
that?
It's a changeling calendar. You wouldn't
Put it
understand.
in your.
I'll write it down.
The problem with the changeling calendar is it's always shifting.
Oh my god. No. I'm doing that.
You look so happy.
And we're gonna check the classified ads. There has to be a net listing for like a need bard for bard things.
Oh, there's always like a need for a bard.
Looking for group, looking for group,
Bards are
looking
in
for
high
group, looking
demand.
for group.
Are there ads asking for a Badger saxophone playing bard to perform?
That would be very specific.
Well, is there?
Not that specific, no.
Well, how close to it is that?
Mostly looking for bards.
Well, just looking for bards to do what?
No, he needs to play for the opening of the Badger exhibit at the zoo.
Yes. That you're not in.
Don't like this.
So,
Okay. Can you
we,
arrange?
we know they
you
have
who are-
money because they just got $1 million gold.
Yeah,
You who are Zoria,
yeah,
you are the manager, correct?
yeah.
Can you arrange for that to happen?
Open, set it up, make it happen.
I'm already on it, boss. They run off.
So what do we do while we wait?
Hey, Artemore.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna need someone to convince me that awakened animals, which we're gonna have to pass 9s off as, are
Are you
gonna
now
be
awake like me?
the next thing. So why don't you come along, and we'll try to get 9s a gig at the opening of the new Badger exhibit.
That is so exciting.
I know.
Oh,
isn't
and
this a
thank
great
you
idea?
for letting me help. I haven't done anything except sit around here.
Volodymyr,
What is it? I have a hamburger.
you know the people who work at the zoo because you were there for like a day and a half.
Yes, I know all of them. Charles, I owe him money.
Go.
Yeah. Yes.
Put the
Stefan, I owe
this
him
down.
money.
Go with Artemore.
Romana, I owe her money. Yeah. Duncan, do I? Oh, no, actually, I owe them a lot of money.
Why do you keep owing people money? You have no money.
That's why I keep owing them money.
Maybe you should get the money before you promise money.
So you.
I never
So
promised money.
Owen,
Yeah,
are we leaving now?
yeah.
Okay. I hope this is a successful quest.
Well, I think with you, it's guaranteed to be because I don't know how many times the zoo has run into an awakened animal, but we're gonna have to pass 9s off as that.
Okay. I hope they do not put me in an exhibit.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
And we never see them again.
Holwyn, Artemore, and then I'm going with you because I feel like I should.
Side character, side quest.
Because I feel like I should help my darling little, who is much littler now, brother.
We must stand up, Bert. I'm not that much littler. I stand up.
You're much littler.
I'm very much littler. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when standing up, you're about 3'8".
How far can I really stretch out if I'm on the ground? Just like,
Oh, well, define stretch out.
I don't know, just
Like
a slinky, just
you can make yourself.
or whatever the
You can make yourself quite
non-brand
long.
version of.
You're,
what
you're a
those
little
are.
over 4
Yeah,
feet
you can't
in
say
total
that,
length.
right? Yeah. A coiled
Yeah.
metal
A
spring
metal coil
toy.
spring.
toy.
You can really kind of gloop out. Just
How could I be
Yeet.
confused with a rug?
if someone wasn't paying very close attention,
A really bad rug.
probably.
Big,
What if a good
like
deception
lumpy
check?
Rug.
If someone's not paying very good attention and you hold very still, yeah, someone could easily mistake you for a rug.
Would they trip over it?
Yes,
Potentially,
absolutely.
yeah, like that could happen.
And then
A new combat technique.
rug combat.
Why did you want to know about the rug?
I'm-
Why am I asking?
I'm
Okay.
flat-ish. I'm just want to know what my options are in the future.
Can I borrow your bag for a second?
Why?
I just want to check something.
How do I even carry it?
It's like a little satchel.
Now that you have asked about your bag, you notice
I
there's a s-
rummaged through it.
Everything was there.
Yeah,
Everything was there and nothing was
but
not
you,
there.
You rummaged through it. Now you put it on.
Okay, I'm wearing
It
it.
shrunk down to your size.
Oh.
You now have a personalized little Badger bag.
Can I see that?
I take it off a hand. What happens to it? Does it grow to changeling size?
No,
It's
it's
made,
Badger size.
It's made for me.
I would like to retrieve the letter from Nine's mom
Okay.
and just write down the address, the return address.
Okay. You do that.
Okay. Thanks.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Insight check.
I just copied some information down.
Oh, I believe that.
All right.
I'm gonna write a letter to Nine's mom updating her on everything that's happening for him, because I figure Volodimir's not gonna be getting back anytime soon.
Could be.
We don't know. He's a very interesting fella.
I mean, he's carried all. He got all of your mother's communications to you
Eventually.
at once.
He's a pigeon with the USB drive.
And then I after I write the letter, and I have one of the castle stewards send it on.
But who are you writing to?
Your mom.
That's a terrible joke. And
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to read into it.
Fair enough.
All right. You've sent a letter off updating Nines' mother.
About everything.
Everything?
Everything I know about Nines.
So not that much.
It was a packet.
You described in detail
Dear Nines'
the
mother.
Beans'
here's
adventures,
Sketches.
sketches. Yeah.
of what I look like now.
Everything.
You just like, here's Nines before, here's Nines now. He plays a saxophone.
Weirdly, I can turn into both versions.
Yes. Not at the same time.
Neither can he.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
So, Nines,
What?
are you able to just talk without magic now?
What is magic?
Is the saxophone making you
Of
talk?
course it is divine magic.
You weren't even holding it though.
It lingers, I think. I don't know. I only met the guy one time.
You met a god?
Yeah,
Did you tell him about the cone?
kinda.
Oh, okay.
Then I got distracted, and I think I just ended the dream when they said I had a present.
You were talking to a god and you just sort of cut him off?
Yeah,
Oh. They probably like that.
they probably did, actually. Guys just kind of like Nines. It's great.
You may have. Okay, you have met a god
Yeah,
a couple times.
Yeah. And I
It's
keep
just
forgetting
weird
to mention
riddles.
the runes.
Well,
and
actually, we
stuff.
haven't seen the gun that asks us weird riddles in a while.
Yeah, whichever
aware
god that
of.
one was. Didn't we get like a staff from them that didn't? It was just a stick.
I forget what I gave you from those encounters.
Anyway,
Hey, we should talk about that stick. Bring the stick up.
I'm
We got some time. They have to schedule a thing. We can't just say time passes.
We can.
Okay.
No, we can't. That's not how this game works.
Steward, castle guy. What's the title?
Whatever you'd like, that's fine.
Whatever you'd like, that's fine. That's a
Marquis?
very long title.
Sure.
Empress.
That is much like the captain had.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, you're the Empress?
No.
But you just answered to that. Because there's a room I really want to go to, and only the Empress can go in. And I figure if you're the Empress, I can tag along.
I'm not the Empress.
Is the voice still in town, or has he already left?
I believe that the voice and his entourage are still in the city, yes.
Yeah, we got a quarter staff from the god.
Did we ever have anyone check that out?
Nope.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should go.
I think I looked at it.
Oh wow! If you're great, what is your?
I'm trained in Arcana.
Will we need like someone trained to like divine? Maybe.
Probably. I don't know.
That if that's something we could do.
Well, yeah, if we get
that would
around
be
to it.
something
Do you
to
wanna
do.
do that?
Oh, let's do that. That would be something to do.
I still have it with a note.
I'm full of burgers.
Very relevant to talking about our stick god.
All right. Well,
Oh,
do you
well.
want to go to what? Enchanting Tastes? Or Tastes Enchanting? Which one is it?
I mean, we could ask for the wizard that's here.
Oh, Mart again. I just yell.
Yes.
Ah! Where do they appear from?
The head's poking down from the ceiling. Yes.
Oh, great.
I have a question.
Yes.
You seem different today. Have you had a lot of coffee?
Yes.
Oh, okay. First of all, is your spell done on Nines here?
Yes.
Okay, but he's still able to talk.
Yes.
Can you say other things?
Yes.
Are you going to?
Yes.
Can you inspect a possibly magic item for us?
Yes.
It could just be a stick.
Can you come down?
Yes.
Will you?
We need to ask different questions.
Should I
Oh,
ask?
the Empress!
Should I ask a different question?
Yes.
One that you would answer differently to?
Yes.
Am I going to?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
What? Are they down?
No.
Oh.
Morgan's still got.
Do you need a hand?
Yes. Morgan falls from the ceiling onto the floor.
Did that hurt?
Yes.
We got a stick from a god.
Ooh. I'd like to see that stick. It's a nice stick.
Is there anything other than a stick?
No,
Thought so.
it's just a stick. Oh, I say just a stick. It's a nice stick. Do you have coffee?
No.
I look at the door.
All you need to do is think about it, and it will appear. That is how things work here.
Oh, not for me.
Are you immune to the precogs?
No.
Are you the precogs?
As an employee of the palace, I do not benefit from the services our guests receive.
Why?
Because we don't want that service.
Is there any way we can stop it?
No.
Coffee appears because I've been asking for it in my head.
A little trolley cart rolls in.
Technically.
The door opens, a trolley cart gets gently pushed in, and then the door closes.
Technically, it
It's the
should have
coffee.
arrived before you thought about it in your head.
It should have.
Should have.
They're a little
Well, there's
lax.
several carts lined up now.
There's carts lined up.
Yeah, he keeps thinking about coffee.
I stopped
Did
thinking
we just
about
not
coffee.
open the door for a while?
No, they kept sneaking him in. They're all in the room.
Why does it smell like coffee?
Wow, you guys like coffee almost as much as I do.
Well, I have my Badger coffee. I assume there's worms in it, like everything else I eat now.
No, it's just coffee. Although you find that you actually kind of like when
That's right.
when there's some grounds left in it.
Sort of earthy.
Yeah, you kind of like that now.
Whoa. I don't know how I feel about that as a player.
You know, when you get the gritty bits at the bottom.
Sometimes as a player, you just have to, do what's necessary to make your characters come alive.
Yes, that is why next session I have to just eat some worms on camera.
Oh, that's
Or
it.
just get gummy worms.
That is a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
So, Nines,
What?
you talk to a literal god.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Okay. But is there
Why do you act like it's a big deal?
I'm just saying, is there something we're supposed to be doing?
You guys? No.
Do we need to go kill the voice now?
Well, actually, they told me not to kill the voice.
Why?
Well, okay, they didn't say not to kill the voice. They say do other things.
Oh, what else are you going to do?
Well, do the performance thing.
Oh, that is right.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe I should focus on being a musician instead of being a murderer. Apparently, there's branching career choices.
Weird.
Now that is an interesting choice. Murderer, a musician. I'll see myself out now. And he fades through
A
the wall.
magician.
No, I don't like dead people. I wouldn't want
You
to do
should
that.
perform the Voice's new song that just came out, Justice is Always Served,
Wait, when did that come out?
this morning.
What? I look out the window.
There's nothing out there.
That was the song that you said would be a good song title in your dream.
Luckily, you can have a song with the same title.
Yeah, exactly.
If you do become a murder musician, they can make an episode of Poker Face about you.
Oh, that'd be good. I get royalties on that, right?
No,
Why not?
because that was literally the whole point of that episode.
Arholwin and Ardamore and unfortunately Volodymyr back yet.
No, I
mean
think
your
we
best
have
friend.
to.
They've been gone like 10 minutes time.
Yeah,
That's all the time that we've spent.
Maybe we
You
should
didn't
go
say
do
time
something.
passes.
We
Do you
were.
want time to pass?
No, we have to go do
We
something.
can
We had
practice.
talked about doing something. Does anyone remember what it was?
You wanted to get the stick identified, so you're going to go out to magic shops, but instead you summoned Mart again, who just kept answering
Thank you
yes
for the
a
recap.
while, and then he told you that it's just a stick.
We can get a second opinion on the stick.
That was a 10-second summary of the last 10 minutes. Thank you for that.
Mart again pops his head back in. You're welcome. He goes out.
Well, what are we gonna do then?
Now what should we do?
I don't know.
Could we go?
We already did our shopping episode.
Wait, I like that I gave the player. Okay, so
Every time we come to this situation, we go to Safety Inc.
Wait, we're supposed to talk to the royal architect about our house.
Yes.
Was that our meeting? Do we have a time for that?
Let's go to their office
Yeah, they were closed last time.
Let's go there.
because
We
it was
do
like
that.
2 in the
time
morning.
passes.
No, we doesn't. No, time
we
does
just
not
walk
pass.
down
We
the
just go
hall.
down the hall.
To the architect.
Yes, and time passes while you do that.
How much time?
I thought
Did we
that
just like?
The appropriate amount of time passes for you to walk down the hall.
Okay.
okay,
How long is the hall?
Oh, it's like a 3-minute walk.
okay, we walked for 3 minutes.
Well, I think we should briskly walk and get there in 2.
Okay. But
Well,
Briskly walk
then
there.
Ulseth better carry.
I
you.
better carry you.
Yeah.
And get on
short
top of
legs.
Ulsep's
Yes.
back. So now we spend an extra minute talking about it. We get there a minute faster.
So
That's efficiency.
Yes.
the net gain is a wash.
Not in the
I
game.
do not think he's been watched.
I knock on the architect's door. That's something usually that you do. But
Come
I get
in.
that.
We go in.
We go in.
Yes.
In what order?
A badger, a changeling, and a furbog walk into a room.
So you have to hold the badger in front of him.
I did.
Ah,
In
I
front
was
of
told
you.
to expect you 3.
Oh no.
By who?
Precogs are doing this too.
No, I think
I
they
was
just-
told to expect you 3 by one of the Queen's advisors.
Yeah. Like 2 days ago at this point.
Yes. Here we are. We have to talk about the
Our house.
our house that we now have an unlimited budget to rehabilitate.
Rehabilitate it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've
make
taken
it
the
good.
liberty of making some mock-ups. So why don't you tell me if you like any of these?
Okay.
Here's our first design. This design is rather like a fortress. High stone walls, parapets. Indeed.
What 2 pets?
That was my line.
Indeed, it even has a grandly tall central tower
I like the tower.
that has been added to the.
That is a huge
There,
reconstruction.
yeah.
of
There's
what we
no
did.
way the HOA is approving this.
They are the age.
Are they?
What is the building material?
Oh, the building material. The exterior is stone. On the interior, we have many choices for how we can furnish that.
Marshmallow.
We can do a marshmallow room, although it does need constant updating. That's the unfortunate part about that.
Because it gets eaten.
No, mostly because it gets very sticky. It can't take a lot of walking. After a couple of days, the floor starts to fall apart.
Oh.
Do they come with a marshmallow mancer?
No.
A marshmancer?
A marshman. No, a marshmancer is a weird wizard in a swamp. I met a few growing up.
Alright, so the marshmallow mancer is a thing.
Unfortunately, it does not come with a candy wizard.
Candy wizard.
So, you who are architect, is there anything of the original structure left in Plan A?
Oh, very little. Mostly the floor plan, but all of the exterior walls have been replaced, and the load-bearing beams in the interior also have to be replaced to support the tower in the center.
I do like towers.
The tower actually rises. It's a little deceptive in this painting. It rises over 200 feet.
Is
Our
there,
neighbors would hate us so much.
is there one of those elevator things in it?
No, but we have installed a secret, permanently enchanted dimension door that allows people who are encoded to it to go from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top simply by walking through the door.
That's
Would be
pretty
nice.
good. What's option 2?
She flips a page over. Option 2. This is in stark contrast to the other one. This one has
Okay.
I like how they're just like, we have no idea what these people like.
pretty much.
Yeah.
This one has green, verdant walls covered in vines, huge canopies of trees growing through most of the somewhat modest landscape around it. You are on a mountainside, so there's not a lot of landscaping work. But the canopy around the lawn that you do have is quite thick. The structure itself seems to have mostly been taken over by guided vines that have grown to form the exterior of the home. And the shape of the house still seems to be there, the original shape. This structure here works closely with local druids to encourage plant growth and become a welcoming home for all of your woodland friends.
So it's Agmar Nodal magic.
We do work closely with our friends at the Agmar Nodal.
Are you just like doing that? Just
Yeah.
very strategically. No.
But I do have a weird rock from the Fey realm. I might be able to corrupt it.
Would you want to do that? Why don't you just eat it? Or lick it?
The house?
No, the rock!
I could lick it. I don't know what would happen. I was told expressly never to touch it.
When have you listened to what people tell you to do?
I
You never
listen
listen
to
to me at all the time, except when you do.
You're right.
You should absolutely lick it.
No, not yet. I have to wait for a time where it might screw everything up.
You who are the architect,
Yes.
are there more options?
Oh, many more.
Oh, let us hear them.
All right, option number 3. This is more what we call our adventurer package.
That's us.
As you can see, yeah, the house retains most of its original shape, structure, and exterior appearance. However, all of the walls have been reinforced with 2-inch thick adamantine.
That sounds expensive.
We found that
Strip that and sell it.
we found that most
The adventure
adventurers,
equivalent of ripping the copper out of the wall.
we found that most adventurers tend to have incredibly volatile
Enemies.
enemies is a strong word.
Rivals?
Rivals is so much better.
Oh, like the Saltworthy.
Or like Gary.
And they need a little extra protection. So in each of your rooms, there's a panic button that will close you off and send you into another dimension
We
entirely.
got one of those.
Slightly different than that, it won't summon anyone. Instead, it will take you, your room, and all the belongings inside, teleport them to one different dimension, and then wait for up to 37 hours before it teleports you back to this dimension in another part of the world entirely. It's completely randomized, so you won't know where you're going, and neither will your pursuers.
But it's very likely
What
to
do
be
we
in
all-
the ocean.
Do we ever get back home?
All of the sections of the home are floatable.
Do we ever get back home?
Oh, it does send an emergency signal to each other, and you can coordinate your rescue with any outside providers. We try to stay out of who you trust.
Does it at least put us in the same place?
No, it expressly does not, but that's for all of your individual safety.
I like it.
And what is option next for?
Four.
Oh, I love it. Option next.
Option next. This this appears to be a distinctly, as we would conceive of it, contemporary look. Most of the walls have been replaced by floor-to-ceiling glass windows. It's uninterrupted by any sort of lattice work. It's very sleek, very Apple-looking. This is our most contemporary design. As you can see, we've drawn a lot of inspiration from our most forward-thinking architects here in the kingdom. It is a bit more open than the other plans, and you all have balconies outside of your rooms. We have included a Zen garden space for you to meditate in.
Ken, are these windows so that you can see out but others cannot see in?
Other way around.
No, I want to see out.
Yes, we promise that we will install the one-way glass correctly.
Good. And
How much to install it incorrectly?
We can talk about that later.
so, can we see into our neighbor's house and observe the collection of sad donkeys?
I would make no claims as to how much you can or cannot observe of your neighbors.
I think you'd want to stick with the tower for that.
All right.
Ah,
So I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. We go with the adventurer package as the base, but we add the tower, because towers are cool. We get a big tree in back for my tree house.
Why can't we just make the tree the tower?
Maybe. Coming out the top of the building?
It starts in the base of the building, and then we just build
Like
around
up
it.
through the middle of the building.
Sure, why not?
can we make the panic buttons that allow us to return home after we push the unpanic button?
I like how our plan is, can we take the most expensive aspect of every one of these buildings and then make them into one super building?
So you want a panic button that sends you back to where you were when the trouble or like, what are you looking to get out of the panic button? What do you
Well,
want to do?
okay, the way you describe the panic button is it would send us all to random places, and then
Yes.
37 hours to another random place, and then to another random place until we told it to stop sending us, but we could be in a random place and have to make our own way back somehow.
Yeah, it sends you to an entirely different dimension, randomly picked, seals you in to protect you from any of the potentially adversely impacting
Right.
forces in that dimension. And then it teleports you back to this dimension at a random location, at which point it stops teleporting you.
From which we need to make our own way back,
Yes.
independently of each other, from wherever we are, with whatever resources we have. So
So Nines will die.
It's
What
a
also-
worst case scenario.
what
we
all
hit.
Seth Ralph wants to have is a unpanic or a depanic button that can be pushed after returning to this dimension that will return us to our rooms. in
Some
the
sort of
house.
Xanax button.
Or there's no place like home, click your heels together button.
Oh, you want a Dorothy button. Got it.
Yes.
It's called that in this world, too.
I think that we can probably arrange for that.
Would you all like one of those too?
I guess.
I don't plan on using it, but sure.
How many enemies can we possibly make adventuring? How many enemies have we made?
A lot.
So-
You've made a lot of enemies.
Were there more options?
Oh, do you want to see more options?
I mean, I'm making.
Yeah, we got
a-
some time to kill.
I have a list forming. Can you do large sad donkey sculptures
Yes.
out of porcelain?
I
How
would
large and
recommend
how
doing
sad?
a different structure, and then we can do a porcelain coating. It might fade over time, given the weather.
That'll
But-
make them look creepy. I like them.
How many more options are there?
Well, I can come up with quite a few more options if you like.
I'm getting a list out of this to sort of shape our actual.
Is there
furniture.
anything in particular that you're looking for?
We need like some sort of vermin carnival in the basement for the vermin, right?
Oh, that is true.
Vermin.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We made a whole contract, and I hope we were keeping our end of it. I don't remember the term.
I'd
but I didn't
forgotten
write it
about
down.
you and the rodent carnival that you promised.
How
I don't
about
think there was an actual carnival as part of the language, but something.
I think it was just a lot of food.
a lot of food. Yeah.
so? Yes, if you could build a room that is much bigger on the inside than the outside, in the subterranean area of the house, with a ready supply of food coming into it for those we have invited to live.
Or at least a place where we can put the food, so we don't have to go to Rat City.
It would be an ongoing cost,
Right,
but
we're not paying for it.
one that you would incur.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, how much would it be
But I
per
can
unit of time?
link the vermin service to our kitchen.
No, I don't want precogs near our house.
I don't want the precogs knowing what those rats are up to.
Oh, can you do
Okay.
like anti-scrying and like spell enchant like protections on the house so that people can't tell what we're doing when we're in there?
Oh, yes, it is really important
Like
for no one to
privacy
know what we're doing
enchantments?
when we're in there.
Yes, I believe that we can accomplish something like that. There may be some costs that you'll have to furnish for some of those enchantments, depending on how potent they are.
Okay.
I've been given near limitless monetary resources. However, component resources are more strict.
All right. So I have a pretty good list going here.
Yeah. Let us have one more option, because I see that there is room in your journal for one.
Yes, what's one? We might be opening a bed and breakfast. How can
What?
that go into this? We talked about that.
Oh, like a shed.
Yeah. Wait, what? The murder shed?
Like a little outbuilding in the back. Maybe.
Yeah, where we put strangers. And then we feed them.
Why do we want to do this?
For
Or a
money.
guest house.
Yeah. And we don't want to see them walking
So
around
you're
in our
looking
house.
to have a business.
No. We don't need
Oh, maybe. Why not? Let's keep our options
Business
open.
licenses are expensive. We'll do it under the table.
Business licenses are free. There's
See? That's how they get you. Then they want taxes.
well, yes, there are taxes.
See?
That's how the kingdom
See?
supports itself.
See? Next thing you know, you're gonna have to start paying your employees.
Yes, that,
Contractors. There are contractors. They pay us to have access to the house,
So what is
and
option?
they can keep the
Option
difference.
4.
What is
5.
option 5?
all right. So option 5. She opens up another page. This one harkens back to a style that we would be more familiar with, like German multi-story plaster homes, where the second stories actually go out a little bit over
Oh, like
the first
the half
story.
timber.
Yeah, half timber style construction
I like that
with
stuff.
plaster walls. Now, the interior natural light is much more limited in this than some of the previous options, since the style asks to be given fewer windows, smaller, a little higher up, with the occasional larger window for some of the rooms. So, inside it's a bit darker, but it's very warm, and the ceilings are quite high, so it naturally cools itself. This also has the advantage of coming with a custom-made beer garden.
But you already have a ever-flowing ale cask.
It does come with a complimentary supply of the royal beer.
Oh, the rats would love that.
A complimentary supply for how long?
Oh, we will keep you supplied.
It's a good deal. I think we should take that deal.
That is a good feature.
Write that down. Write that down.
I'm all right.
Write it down harder.
All right. So, I think we have our house.
Okay, let us begin to describe it.
All right. So we'll take the adamantine walls,
All right, yeah, I can arrange for that.
the half timber exterior,
Okay.
extra magic lamps inside to light it up a little better.
Are they floor lamps?
I think we can do that, yes. What sort of lighting would you prefer? Something slim, low profile, perhaps lamps on the floor, hanging sconces? What are you thinking?
Floor lamps, floor lamps.
He wants floor lamps.
Yes, I can knock that shit over.
The badger wants floor lamps.
Then we'll put plenty of floor lamps in to bring lots of interior illumination.
Through the center of the building, a giant tree growing.
I think we can accomplish that. How giant are you thinking?
Like the size of that tower you were talking about.
The size of the tower. I'm not sure we can get a tree physically to grow quite as large as that tower was, and also still maintain good foundations, but I'll get you the largest tower that we can.
Make it out of this seed. One of the tundra larch seeds.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. On that tree, I want a tree house. For me.
Just you.
Because I was gonna stay in a tree house and back.
But now you get to be the center.
But now I'll be a tree house above you guys.
With a dimension door
down.
that goes back and forth.
Yeah, with like a dimension door and I guess a rope ladder in case of emergencies. Yeah,
Okay.
What about a pole so you can just slide down?
that'd be hard to get back up though.
Well, it's just to get the down part.
Although I guess I could turn it into like a little, like one of those little monkeys and climb up it pretty easily.
You could be a willing participant and we can just teleport up.
True.
Rat room in the cellar.
Well, okay. I'm going down my list
Oh,
here.
okay.
Balconies for every room. Every bedroom has a balcony.
All right. We can accomplish that.
An extra large professional kitchen, fully outfitted.
Excellent. Do you need recommendations for a permanent chef?
No, I'm the chef.
Oh, very good.
Wait, we could have a second chef.
You don't like my cooking?
I didn't say that. I just want to have second chef. What if you're sleeping?
Give us recommendations for chefs with it.
Oh, very well. We shall do that.
The panic/on panic buttons.
Oh, definitely we need
bedrooms.
unpanic buttons.
All right.
Outside the front for the gate, I want those porcelain donkeys.
Of course, the porcelain donkeys.
The statues coated in porcelain.
It's very important
Sad.
to get that.
They have to be really sad.
Are you fine if we metal cast them? Getting porcelain to adhere to metal is far easier than other materials.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, great.
And can we enchant them slightly so that when you pass through the gate, you hear them crying a little bit?
I think that's an enchantment that we can handle. Yes.
Okay.
It has to be really sad.
But also donkey sounding, you know? Like, yes, like like that. Did you catch that? Did you record that?
Yes,
For
we
a
recorded
badger,
it.
that was pretty impressive.
Unfortunately for the world.
Tell me how much the privacy enchantments are gonna cost.
It depends on how private you want your...
What's maximum security cost?
She waves her hand and the door closes behind you. Curtains draw and shutters close over the windows.
Is there a cone of silence?
I mean, you're in it now.
Oh, okay.
How secure do you want it?
Very.
Not very, very, just very.
How many berries are we talking? Just one?
Are we...
One of the upper nobles. Not the empress, but like just below the empress.
Are you looking to conceal, kill, simply maim, or confound?
Confound, I guess, and conceal.
How about repel?
Repelling charms are fairly rudimentary.
I don't want a spied on, or enemies that we don't want to come in. Repelling, I guess.
I see. I shall request a quote of those services from discreet providers.
That guy in the basement.
Security Inc.
No, the Yanti guy.
No,
Oh, okay.
we do not do business with him.
Why, is he too expensive?
Expensive isn't the right word.
224 is the name of the shop. Okay, so we'll get that's in process. Can we get like a music conservatory for 9s on the first floor?
I believe that can be arranged, yes.
Let's make it so whatever I play just goes through the whole house.
Yeah,
And there's
fine.
no way of stopping it.
Yeah, like real loud, like amplifies the further away it is.
This is
I
not
just
a
want
good
to
idea.
confirm that you do wish.
No, I do not want that.
We can make a conservatory for him, yes.
Okay. Herb garden space out back
Oh, of course. We can do that.
with the beer garden.
Do you want an open air garden, or would you prefer a greenhouse?
Can I do half and half?
Yes, of course.
Next to the garden, a guest house. Can be fairly simple.
How large are you looking? For how many guests?
3 bedrooms, a kitchen, and a living room.
Yes.
No bathrooms. It's just they can get a bucket.
Each
We'll provide the bucket.
Yeah, it'll be a nice. It'll be like a gold-plated
a
bucket.
bathroom on each bedroom.
All right. We can do that.
And then like a hobby room for like clay making with a kiln.
Oh, that would be very nice. Thank you for thinking of that.
Would you care for it to be adjacent to your bedroom? Or would you like it to be in another area of the house?
Off the side of the house. Perhaps
well.
off the kitchen.
I think we can accomplish that. And for the sake of efficiency, we can even occasionally use the heat of the kiln to fuel the stove.
Ah,
And then whatever Hillwin wants.
Yeah, Owen, what do you want?
Owen's not here.
Oh,
This was an important meeting. Where did they go?
they went to get you a gig.
Did you get the rat room?
Yes.
No, I think the actual deal was that we would give them a bunch of food and they'd go infest Donkey Lady's house.
Oh.
I thought you were just watching the house.
I don't remember.
Well, we'll have to go
We'll
back.
have to review it. Well,
We can talk to the rats later. Let them know. We have to let them know that the construction happening.
Do you want anything else, like, cool, like in the basement? Do you want, like...
A ruckus room.
Oh, could we have, like, a secret vault in the basement?
That is standard in all our constructions.
Oh, okay.
It's so often requested, we simply have it as a standard inclusion.
Where is it generally placed standardly in all these houses?
It's randomized.
Oh.
Do you have bumper pool?
We can.
Give us some bumper pool.
What is a bumper pool?
It's like pool, but just bumpers.
What's pool?
It's a thing you do with a stick. And we have a nice stick.
We do have a good stick.
You can
Do we
turn it
need-
into a pool cue.
Do we need anything else?
We can just sell Hillman in here once they finish their mission.
Oh,
Ottermore needs
Ardamore
habitat.
needs to have a habitat.
And your pet needs a habitat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we need pet spaces for a boulette. We need a room for an awakened otter.
Very well.
So
I'll
a
have to
pool
consult
and
with
a poet
some
station.
experts at the zoo about that.
And this awakened otter is a poet. So maybe a little writing desk.
Very little.
All right.
A little cute one.
The cutest one you can make.
I think we can accomplish that, yes.
Okay, I'm just writing these down. Okay. Anything else?
A bus stop so we don't have to walk into town every time.
A dragon stop.
A dragon stop. A dragon named bus.
It's short for like a big complicated dragon
Yes,
name.
Bus the Magic Dragon.
Yeah. And then whatever Holen wants when they get back.
I shall consult with them upon their return.
Yeah. Alright.
If there's anything else that you wish to add, please let us know within the next several days before we begin construction.
After Hohen and Ardamore return, we can ask them if there is anything special they would like.
My treehouse, I would like it to have a bedroom, a little sitting area, a bathroom, and then a little workroom where I can do druid stuff in it.
I think we can accomplish that.
What do you mean by druid stuff?
Don't worry about it.
I am assuming that there will be common areas in case we wish to
Yeah, like a little sitting room,
a sitting
a
room,
smoking room.
a large
Dining room. You know, all the basics that you'd expect in a mansion.
a moderately sized ballroom
I don't know
with
what
a
else.
stage in case Nines needs to perform.
A jukebox with
Well, I
no
think that
songs
maybe the
from the boys.
conservatory can have a stage.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Not a dehydrated one, though.
Yeah, that one sucked.
Of course.
We like our stages moist.
Well, keep that in mind.
No.
All right. Great.
This is great.
Yeah. And can you come up with a cool name for our place?
I will ponder that.
Because we're just gonna call it like the Midnight Brunch House or something. If we,
The breakfast nook.
well, but we're brunch, not breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. But the building.
Oh, and then no one
Perhaps-
will think we're there because it's not called the brunch.
Perhaps the Manor Brunch?
All manner of brunch.
We'll workshop it.
It
know,
takes
I
us
like
a
all
long
manner
time to
of
come up with names.
Yeah, it's gonna be like another 50 episodes before we think of what this place is called.
So, roughly around the end of the series. Got it.
Yeah. We'll be like dying
Right.
to the final boss and be like, we should name our house this.
It'll be something like that.
Yeah. All right. All good?
Of course.
How much tip/bribe do you need?
No.
I slide 2 gold across it. Or do you want to slide 2 gold?
I was going to in your honor because I figured you couldn't reach the table.
Oh, I fumble with 2 gold and just drop it on the floor.
I pick them up and slide them across for her. Friends.
She slides them back.
Oh. This is an interesting game. Oh.
My gold back! I saw that!
Did you get gold back?
I guess.
Did you double check it?
Do I need to roll for it?
I don't have fake gold ready on hand.
Why not?
I don't know. Now that I say it out loud, I don't know.
That's a good question.
All right. Well, we've been here for 7 hours now. So we'll let you get to it
Oh, we would like to see the plans,
before finalization.
yes, before you begin construction.
Of course.
And parquet flooring. That's fancy. I don't know what it looks like, but it's fancy. I don't know.
May I recommend in the conservatory some carpeting on the floors to ensure the overall sound quality?
Tiger stripes. Carpeting. It'll be classy, like you.
I was considering making it themed around the colors of the Vanishing Badger, since that seems to be one of your companions.
Oh,
I'm really a tabaxi!
yes. Do it in tobacco.
And I
like
just
it.
stare directly at them.
Excellent.
Yes. We look forward to reviewing the plans.
Oh. I crawl onto Olsef and leave.
We walk 3 minutes back to our place.
Do we see that amateur magician guard?
No.
What if I look for him?
I will save you the time. It's his day off.
What?
Really? They get days off?
Yeah.
They get weekends?
Well,
Yeah.
So
Now that I have a
sort
mansion,
of.
I have opinions about that.
They're sort of. Yeah, that
when we get
note. To end today's episode.
so when we
Well,
get back to our rooms, what have the precogs brought us for lunch?
Whatever we wanted.
We haven't thought of it yet, though.
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to bring it to us before we even
Yes,
think of it?
I'm telling Wong.
You haven't thought about it, though.
But what is it?
Well, you haven't thought of what you want for lunch yet.
We can
They're
think about-
supposed to know before we do.
Yeah, but you don't even know. Like, you haven't even thought about lunch at all.
Obviously, I have.
So,
I just asked.
so
what was
this
for
is some
lunch.
sort of fake adventure that didn't actually happen.
And you haven't even thought about lunch because you're so consumed with thinking about your house.
All right. Well, in the 7 hours we were in there, did Volodymyr and Artemore come back?
When you get back to your rooms, Volodymyr, Artemore, and Holwyn are sitting there, recounting to each other the apparently quite amusing meeting that they had with the zoo.
How many
Oh, do
souvenirs
tell, do
does
tell.
Volodymyr have?
What
Oh,
did I-
Volodymyr's got like a whole sack just loaded up with snow globes behind him.
The same snow globe?
Well, that's just what you can see. It's like a sack that's like 5 feet tall. It's like pulled shut at the top with a little tie cord. So that's what I told them. Put it on the voices tab.
Oh, character graph.
And then they said, no, we won't do that. So then I had to tell them put it on my brother's tab. His name is Knight. And, but you know, I tried. So, the zoo people, they got a big kick out of that. And, yeah, that's how that's how I got fed that night.
How'd it go?
Oh, good. They agreed to let you go on as an opening act.
For who?
Oh, the Iron Kids are going to be there.
Weird.
From Ironvale?
Yeah, apparently they started touring before, like, the borders closed, and
They're stuck here now.
they're kind of stuck here, so they're, you know, doing their best. Originally, it was going to be The Voice, but I was able to talk them out of that.
Ah.
Really?
So, how many numbers
Yeah.
does Nines get to do?
Oh, you'll have a 7-song set.
Great, I just need to come up with 5 more.
You already have two?
Of course I have to. I'm a bard.
Yeah, I talked them out of doing The Voice.
That's very good.
How'd you talk them out of using the most famous artist of our age?
Oh, blackmail.
Oh, nice. What do you have on them?
I'm a very good investigative journalist with, you know, occasionally gray morals.
Nice.
What's a gray moral?
Can I?
Is that a mushroom?
We,
It's the back teeth.
a discolored version of it?
It's your morals. Back then.
That is where you keep yours.
What?
No.
Owen, talk to the architect about what you want for the house later.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You get a room,
I'll
but
do
it
that.
can be a very elaborate kind of suite, actually.
And if you need any sort of workshop or writing room or something like that, you know.
Yeah, Artemore's getting a writing section, so
I'll
you
set
can probably
up
just
my
share with him.
Print-
Yeah. Oh, yes,
There you go.
Artemore, you should speak
Yeah,
with
you can
the
make-
architect as well.
Like the Holwyn Gazette or something.
And I'll have a whole bunch of disguises, and then secreted out underground investigative reporters, and then I'll embarrass a whole bunch of people that I don't like.
Yeah.
You can do
Yeah.
that because we have security features.
Maybe.
You can push a button and be transported into a random dimension.
Oh, I'm probably gonna need that.
Sounds
And then
good.
you'll be transported back to a random place in this dimension. And
So-
then you're on your own. Good luck.
When does Nines perform? Tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, opening is tomorrow. Big event. So, hope you got 7 songs.
We'll figure it out.
I told him that you had at least 20, so it shouldn't be any problem.
Why would you tell him that?
Well, we've been traveling with you for ages. I assumed you knew a lot of songs.
Brother, you don't know so many songs. You need to know more songs. I will help you write songs.
Well, I have to learn new instruments. You can't play lute songs with saxophone.
Why not?
There's only like one note you can make. At the time. We'll figure it out.
Perhaps you should ask Ardamore.
Better at
I do need to get a better instrument.
Well, you better start practicing.
I'm doing it right now.
You should start practicing. Here, I shall help you make songs. I am Voldemir, the greatest tabaxi.
We're not
That's a
doing
perfect-
that song.
It's a perfect start to a song.
It's fine start, but not a good song.
Perhaps you
We'll
can ask.
workshop it.
Oh, I cannot speak because your brother keeps talking over me.
Why don't you? You should perform some of your traditional Tabaxi voice songs.
Fine, we'll do some traditional Tabaxi songs, which is a great thing for a badger to do.
Can we do songs about clams?
No!
Oh,
Well, yes, we can do one.
really?
Yes, but it's not about the clams you're thinking of.
What kind of clams are we talking about?
Anyway, moving on.
You write a song for nines, Ardamore.
And just disappears into his room.
A moment later, you see a trolley full of clams and coffee going into Artemore's
Coffee?
coffee. Not cloffy.
That's
another
coffee
thing.
with clam juice in it.
Yuck.
Throw some worms in there, you got yourself a good stew.
Ardamore was thinking of lunch. When did we think of lunch?
And then you hear an organ playing from Artemore's room.
Why does he get an organ?
This is all new. Everyone's looking over. That is very creative. Walter.
Have we thought of lunch yet?
I just have my pretzel.
And on that deflated note, we'll call it.
Oh,
Call the end of the session. Nines, you may roll for
lunch.
a
Oh.
pretzel day.
Eh? Eh?
Whoa! 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 On that
Nat
suddenly
20!
inflated note, you have a pretzel day. Thank you for watching, everyone, at this interesting episode where they did almost nothing, but also met a god, so something important happened.
Yeah, they talked to nines, though.
So, thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. Now, and until we see you again, remember, we love you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.